Chasers, I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video we are going to be looking at the markets. I've got your GBPJPY, I've got EURUSD, I've got gold, I've as well got USD that I want us to actually look into. The most important that I've got is also the dollar index. And guys, it's looking super amazing. I know the previous week we did mention to look out for a bearish momentum and stuff, and I can see that happening this week. But at the same time, I want us to also take a look at some of the trades that I actually did take on the past week. I did mention that we took some wins and at the same time we took some losses. So the most important thing is to be able to learn from both the wins and the losses. So with the losses, what it will do is that it will help us limit those losses so we can win more in the future. And at the same time with the wins, what it will do is that it will help us be able to see when we actually do catch those profitable trades, so we can continue to scan and look for those exact same trades. But guys, if you are going to be finding value from my YouTube video, the only thing that I need from you is to literally just like this video and at the same time subscribe to my YouTube channel. That is the only way you can show that you actually do enjoy my content, you actually do value the content that I actually do put out there. So it's gonna mean a lot to me if you actually do that. So yeah guys, let's get straight to it. We look at the charts and we get to enjoy the charts. Okay guys, so now we are now on the charts. You can simply see, so let me just walk you guys through some of the trades that we took for the past week. So you can see here on gold we were looking at this beautiful buy position right here and how we saw it was, but at first let me just show you guys, we caught one beautiful trade. I think it was somewhere here. Let me just show you guys. We caught a beautiful trade when this was happening. Price moved upwards and downwards, upwards and downwards. I think we caught a beautiful buy all the way upwards to maybe somewhere around this resistance here. But now we wanted to see a sell. We missed out on this sell. In fact, just before this buy, we had a sell that we caught just before here because of this candlestick. I thought price rejected all the way down to coming here. But it took us out stop loss, and then it took us out, then it was negative profit somewhere here. Then that's when I just caught that buy and then went all the way upwards. I was looking for a sell, but we just couldn't take it because the price was moving too quick for us. So what happened is that we also tried to catch this beautiful buy here. This was just executed from the 1 hour time frame, whereby price gave us this impulse, this correction. So this breakout almost like a retest, so we're like buying stop loss below, but price instead just went, took us out, and then it just started playing around. So yeah, that's just one of the things that we took from gold. But at the same time, one thing that I learned from this is that I also need to be able to just maintain that level of risk, a level of entry execution style that I've been implementing, because I've been executing from the 5 and 15 minute time frame, whereby it helps me reduce the stop loss in terms of having a much more smaller pip in terms of stop loss, and at the same time it helps me be able to know that I cut losses quick and I actually hold, or I always hold profit. So yeah, that's one thing that it done. But also let me just show you guys, because now remember what we're doing now is we just reviewing certain trades that we took for the previous week, and then after we're done with that, that is when we are going to be seeing some of the ways that we can capitalize for this week. Cause I feel like it's gonna help you be able to enter the week knowing, or already with the lessons that I've learned, with the mistakes, so that you do not do those things. So at least with this analysis, it will help you be able to just execute the right trades. So with GBPUSD, we got a trade right here. You can see we got a beautiful buy position here. We executed it on the 5 minutes as soon as price went up. Because price done this, it broke above this area, came back to retest, and while it was still retesting here, I could have took a buy here, but it was a bit too late. I could have took a buy here at this retest right here, whereby we could just have price be something more like this, buy here, stop was just below here, maybe a 12 pip stop, and take profit all the way up to where we had our take profit, which was the previous high. But how we executed it was more on, we bought here, we had a stop loss be this low, which was a 9.6 pip stop, and price went up, boom boom boom. So as soon as it was here, it was more on close to 1%. You can see we're already making 1.5%, which it's a lot of money if you are trading with a good account. So what this already done is that we locked in maximum profits. I think we locked in maximum profits here. So when it does go against us, we do not lose capital. And yes, it did go against, you can see, but we went home with some profit. So this one here was a successful trade, and the lesson that I took from it is whenever a trade goes well, lock in maximum profits. So if it does go against you, you are able to still go back home with some money, because it's not like in every trade you are gonna make a lot, but every trade, if it can become a win trade compared to a loss that was once a win, then it will be good also for the psychology of things. knowing, like, I know if it took me out and went high, I was gonna be like, oh, we would have made 4.6%, but now it went against me. So imagine I gave back the money that I was actually making. I was making more than 1%. I was making 1.50%. So imagine I gave it back. It won't make sense. So we caught another trade right here on GBPUSD. So this one here, how we caught it was more on, we noticed that here, I think on the 15-minute, we noticed that price came here, we were at the strong support area here, bounced so many times. As soon as I saw this 15-minute candlestick here, this one here, let me just put a line on it. As soon as I saw this candlestick right here, that's when I knew that it's the right time for us to enter. And how we actually executed the trade is, we executed it here after the 15-minute close. So price gave us this engulfing, whereby the first mistake that I noticed is that I could have executed this trade a bit more earlier. I just wanted more confirmation. I could have executed this trade here, could have had my stop loss be almost similar to the same. Instead of having it here, could have had it maybe be here, but it's okay. Let's just see the same area, which is here, 12.5%. And at the same time, I could have this would have been a better entry, but for me, instead I waited for this impulse, and then this candle. Once I saw this, I knew that there's a strong momentum to the upside. So we bought right here. As soon as we bought here, stop loss was below here. How many pips? Let me just see the pips on the stop loss here. 15 pips. We had a 15 pip stop loss. And yeah, management, how we went with the management of it is, as soon as price started shooting upwards, it shot upwards, guys. Here it was already giving us a lot of capital, and I was excited. I can't complain. So instead of waiting for giving back the money that we've been making here, so what happened is that as soon as it was here, you can see this line here where I locked in maximum profits, whereby I was able to just lock here, because I noticed that we are now at resistance. So if it respects this resistance area, then it will mean that it will retrace all the way down with us. So what I've done is that I just put a sell order here, and then as soon as price came here, while it had my buys, boom, it got sold, and yeah, I wasn't in this trade anymore. Then it went all the way downward. So that's how we got this first trade on GBPJPY. I mean the second trade since after this one here. So this one here, yeah. So let's see EURUSD as well. So EURUSD, let's see, didn't quite a trade here, quite a beautiful trade here, but yeah, I'm not sure if I remember this. So okay, let me not speak much on it. And yeah, let's just take a look at US30. Let's just take a look at US30 on what it is that we maybe saw, because I remember I think we did catch a trade on the week on US30, but on Nasdaq we didn't execute any trade. And US30 we took a negative trade as well. So in US30, just that we removed the structures that we had. Oh yeah, we took a negative trade. Yeah, I remember very well. So what happened is that I saw this area be our support, support, and now this also is support. And I was like, you know what, the market tried to tap out, buyers, sellers and stuff, hit out stop losses, all those things before it goes up. And when I saw, as soon as I saw, this movement, boom, I was like, you know what, we are buying. So what I done is that I came here, and I had some buys somewhere around here, I had some stops below here, and our take profit was somewhere around here, I believe, but we know that we were coming all the way up. Our target was actually here. So yeah, price went in, went a bit below, went high, and went so down. And with this, one of the lessons that it took us out to negative 1%. I can't complain, it took us out. But one thing that I learned from it was that, I should take message from the market, whereby as soon as maybe I see this way, it's either I should come up with a way to move to break even as early as possible. But with this, I noticed that it didn't give me a chance. So it means that I need to be able to just maybe would have, instead of just taking that negative 1%, as soon as this impulsive candle went up, one thing that I could have done, which I normally do, I don't know why I didn't do this time, is move my stop loss to maybe here. So when this happens, I can be able to just reduce the risk. And even when this happened, if I saw this, I could have moved my stop loss to just below here, and no more risk, no more risk. But it's okay. So guys, that was just us taking a look at what we executed for the past week, and some of the lessons, the wins and as well the lessons. But now let us take a look at what we can make of this week. Obviously, it's gonna be a beautiful week. I'm super positive of this week. So yeah, I just wanna show you guys this. So let's just start off first here with the dollar index right here. So the dollar index, let's do this. With the dollar index, you can simply see that we are now here at the resistance, third touch, isn't it? First touch, second touch, third touch. Which means that, guys, we'll see the dollar going down heavy. We coming here with the dollar. This is gonna be big. The dollar coming down like this, it's gonna be super massive, guys. This is a very big move in terms of in general, so yeah, just like coming even on the 4-hour chart just to see what the 4 hours is saying. I can see here this is obviously major resistance. You can see the resistance here on the 4-hour, resistance now at the third touch, and as well, instead of just that, it gave us double tops, which is this first and the second top, and as well it rejected with this candle, so it failed to have broken above here. But instead what it done is that if you take a look at this is our previous low, as this is like sort of like an area zone here, and price failed to have broke, so even now it's literally failing to break. But what we add now is just the phase whereby if price breaks below this area, then it's a confirmed sell. We are now coming all the way down to maybe here being our first take profit, and as soon as we get here, obviously we are going to be playing around maybe for a while, and then we are coming all the way down to our overall or next take profit, which is down here at the low. So that's what we should be seeing with the dollar index. So yeah, let's just take a look at what we can make use of for the week. So I've got an alarm set here on US30, so I'm looking for a buy here on US30. I can see the market came from this is a resistance here, and price came here, almost tested here at the support areas. If you can just show you guys this real quick, you can see major support. It's been here for like the previous month is when it was last here, and it came back, and you can see on the 4-hour it also gave us this beautiful hammer candlestick, and the next candlestick was an engulfing candlestick. So with that being said, what I just done is I went to the 1 hour, and on the 1 hour, one thing that I'm looking at, or one thing that I'm actually seeing here is, you can see this head, shoulder, left shoulder, head here, right shoulder. So with that being said, although you can see this came from being a resistance right here. Now price is broken above, right here. You can see with this candle, it's super, it has a lot of momentum. It shows that there's a lot of bullish momentum on it, and as well you can see it was followed by a hammer, which strengthens that has been said. So with this, I was actually waiting for a retest maybe to here, and then that's when I would take that beautiful buy opportunity. Because here you can see this buy opportunity all the way up to here. Because right here you can see that this is a beautiful impulsive leg here, which means that we are now going to be facing all that leg, all the way upwards. So that's what I'm looking for on US30. So whatever buy opportunity I'm going to be finding here, I am going to be executing on it. Super excited for the week. But yeah, let's take a look at EURUSD. So right here on EURUSD, let's do this on EURUSD. Same thing, almost similar to the same. You can simply see just by adding our 4-hour line here. Price came all the way down to here by previous lows or previous support area here, and eventually price just tested, it kept on testing, it shot up eventually, and now it broke below, above this trend line here. And as well, if you can see, if you go to the 1 hour, price literally just confirmed also, and also on the daily, what it done is that it gave us a morning star. So just take a look at this. This is a beautiful morning star right here. So now today's candle, once it closes up with the clean bullish momentum, it means that that's a very strong confirmation to the upside. So just coming down to the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, one thing that I'm actually looking at here is price obviously here was a bit more messy, it was a bit more choppy, but just by me having to take a look at just this whole area. This is for the 4 hour. I saw it for the 4 hour. So what I'll do is that I'll just focus more on having this be our trend, the last two significant points, which is right here and right here. Those two significant points, can't complicate it, keep it simple, right here. There we go. And then from there, one thing that I'm seeing is that we've got this area be our resistance just like this, just like this. So basically what I'm seeing here is obviously this breakout, this retest already, this candlestick is retesting here, which means that I might find an entry on a smaller time frame, which means that like now you can see 5 minute, once candlestick closes within the next 5 minutes, maybe I can just execute a long, a long stop loss would be safe, like anywhere 8 pips, and my take profit is gonna be all the way up because I'm using it, I'm entering from a smaller time frame, but I'm managing it from a bigger time frame, which means my take profit can be somewhere here 6%. So yeah, that's actually one thing that I'm looking for on EURUSD. I'll just manage this, and let's just take a look at gold. Let's take a look at gold, guys. I don't want this video to be very long, so let's just end it with gold. So with gold, guys, it has been a bit more, it has been basically moving downwards in a ranging manner. So what I mean by that is that it has been moving downwards, but in a way whereby prices is just giving signals of buys here and there, and then it will just go out. I mean, there were so many options where we could have sold, bought. Look at this on your hammer as well, and with the same demand area still came back with a much more stronger hammer. So it means that now we can even say that maybe price would reject double bottom structure and go all the way upwards to here, because remember, if the dollar index is going to be dropping, then it means that the gold is going to be going upwards, man. So just by that being said, we just come to the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, I can easily see that we got boom, and we came back down, boom once again. So now if price can just push downwards here, maybe we might find a beautiful buy position. As soon as price gets here or something, we can get a beautiful buy position, put our stop loss just below, and we're able to have this be our first take profit right here, and then our second take profit, and so on all the way up to our third take profit, which is all the way up to here. But sells for now, we're not really seeing much or seeing much of sells. I hope that this video actually did help you be able to just see certain things with the markets. The first thing, remember, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not sharing this with you in order for you to be able to decide on what you should do, but instead I'm sharing this with you in terms of this is what I'm seeing, this is the lessons that I made, this is the mistakes that I actually learned, and on top of that, this is what I'm gonna be doing for the week in order to just see if I can win. But at the same time, guys, just make sure that you actually do go through some of these pairs, some of these instruments, and you also do your own research, scan a bit more about it. And yeah, once you're excited, once you're ready to play streets, obviously just make sure that you do happen to check out IQ Markets. Make sure that you are able to register with IQ Markets, one of the best trading platforms that you can trade with. The link is going to be down there in the description box. And yeah, I'm just excited, guys. Also, if you're looking for a community of traders that obviously to grow with individuals that are on the same journey as you, I'll leave the link to our Telegram public group just in the description, where you can as well get access to it. I'll see you on the next YouTube video. It is your boy Tupi. I thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure that you like, and as well make sure that you have subscribed.